What's going on, guys? Hello, hello. Bear with me, I'm just getting things set up here. Alright, let's put those tunes away. Unmute raid call. Here we go!
Oh, nice. I love it. I love it.
Good day, good day.
Hello.
Eggs.
Let's see. If you do cast a wish spell, each time you cast a spell until you finish a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage per level of the spell. This damage can't be reduced or prevented. In addition, your strength drops. For each of those days that you spend resting and doing nothing more than light activity, your remaining recovery time decreases by 2 days. Finally, there is a 33% chance that you are unable to cast Wish ever again if you suffer this stress.
Yep.
I love it.
Ouch.
Are you guys talking about feats right now?
Oh, just
Spells.
stealth.
Yeah. Oh, did you figure out the gold split? Or did we already do that last week? I can't remember.
Oh, son of a... I knew there was something I was forgetting. Unfortunately, my week went a bit crazy, so I didn't get to some of those stuff. We will do what we can.
Hey, Shy, what's going on? Good to
So-
see ya.
What was? Let me get us started here. What did you pick for your feat? What was the name of your feat?
Me? Mine was Magic Adept, or Magic Initiate.
And what did that do exactly?
It gave me 2 cantrips and 1 first level spell from a select spell list based on the class.
Nice.
This is
Gargantius,
Magna.
how about you?
Yeah, Shy.
So
D&D.
at first, I picked Lucky, but the reason I picked it was because my alternative didn't make sense story-wise. So, because I was gonna pick Observer, which is like bonus to like perception or something, but I was like, who do I learn that from? Like, no one in the group is like particularly perceptive. And so like I can kind of like see how I would learn how to be lucky, because like everyone, like I know Bolt rolls high numbers and stuff, like incredible stuff happens around me, so maybe I kind of picked up on it. Anyway, I picked lucky.
All right.
Nice,
That
King
works.
Beast. I'm sure you'll do amazing.
Palna, how about you?
Okay, so I was kind of torn between 2, but depending on how you answer this question will determine my final answer. With Dungeon Delver, it says alert to the hidden traps and secret doors found in many dungeons. You gain the following benefits. That's not to say that it's exclusive to dungeons, is it?
No, I would not do that to you.
Okay.
If you pick that sort of thing, then no. If you happen to be above ground and there is a hidden door in a wall, yes, that would still apply.
Okay. And I guess the other question, my attack rolls with my ranged weapons, what skill is that based off of?
Your attack roll with your ranged weapon, that's based off of your dex.
Dex, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dungeon Delver. That's what I'm doing for sure.
Okay.
What, no sharpshooter?
I was. Thank you. I was torn. Sorry, I'm just in the midst of receiving Heavenly Hash ice cream. So, yeah, I was gonna go with the sharpshooter, but since my dexterity is already at like 17 with a +3 modifier, it's like, yeah, I can make some crazy shots, but my perception sucks, so I need something to mitigate that.
Indeed.
Cool.
All right. Alafa, how about you?
I'm stuck between a few.
Okay. Well, you got to figure it out right now
I
or
will.
not have it for the night.
Also,
oh my god.
What
Do
do you
I
got?
put this
What are your
anywhere?
options? Oh, that's a good point. There's not really
What's
a space for it.
There's a feats part under class.
Oh, is there? Oh, there you go.
other class abilities, notes, and feats. Gotcha. Thanks.
Yep. Put it there.
Sweet. All right. So
maximum
Dungeon
spell.
Delver. Excited for this. This
You
is gonna be good.
I mean, there's so many I could choose from that may help, but I think that's
Nima,
That's
thank
what I
you for the
want.
hosts.
Which one?
there's just too many maximize spell. Instead of rolling damage, it just does the max damage it can possibly do.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Oh
Like,
my
I don't have to roll
god.
for it. I can only use it once a day.
Hey Rob,
But
good
I
to
don't
see
yeah.
ya.
roll for
Okay.
damage.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
not
it's not
nearly.
super OP.
That's not yeah. So you can save that for when you really want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it, my camera.
The blurry
sucks.
cue.
The blurry.
I mean,
The
it was,
blurry.
there's some other
So,
ones in there,
what-
but
What feat was that, Alafa? I don't see that one in there.
maximize spell,
Yeah, I don't see it.
it's a hidden one.
Probably.
Data.
You have a
I'm-
special edition, right?
Damn right.
I'm gonna have to block camera real quick so I can actually fix my camera. Hang on.
He has no pants on.
No pants. I don't wear pants either
Oh,
on
I
my
have to
stream.
reload. Jeez.
Oh,
Great.
don't be
That's
mad,
gonna-
Paulna.
No!
Sorry, Pona.
We'll just all reload. That way it works in order.
So I have to go first.
Hang on.
No, Q goes first.
All right. Boop.
Boop, boop, beep, boop.
So funny.
All right, who's next?
Well, hang on. I have to. I don't know. Yeah, actually,
We'll see if it puts them there.
I don't know.
Zophie would be next, but don't do it yet. Q's not back. It's not that difficult for me to change some numbers. It's okay.
Well, you have it figured out, so it's a lot less offensive now.
Yeah.
Okay, I am done with my tweaks. What am I doing? Just come back in?
Yep.
All right.
Nice, Mrs. Magna. Yeah, so
Lounge.
I don't see
Sorry.
his feet either.
What's up?
Your camera's not on.
Shh, Paulna.
Welcome back, Wajiga.
There it
Gotcha.
is.
Woo!
Okay,
He's
let me
back.
reload. Stuff.
All right, now I have to move my DM tag now. Thanks, Q. Jeez.
I should have just left it as it was. I had it set up correctly
Alright.
before.
That'll have to do.
This is so funny.
Let's get this show on the road. All right. Everybody's got their feats. We'll figure out the gold split when we come to that point. But for now, a quick recap. Let's establish that Bolt is dead. Last week,
Oh wait,
Bolt
Q,
is
I had
dead.
one more
Rip,
question on my thing.
rip. Yes.
One of my spells requires a diamond or something to cast, but it doesn't
Okay.
say that it gets consumed. Can I just have one?
If it says it requires it to be cast, it does get consumed.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I saw something that sounded a little different, but go ahead.
I'm quite certain that that is the case.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All
from
right.
Estrogen Gaming.
This is so weird.
My friend Sephi,
All right.
who's amazing.
We're down.
Hosting
we're
us
down
for
Bolt
718
because Bolt is
people was great.
Dead. His character was killed in the last game session, and just to, match that up with real life, I killed him personally in real life. I murdered him. His body is waylaid in a ditch somewhere.
Is that because
No.
he groped you?
He did grope
Possibly.
me. It was odd. And it wasn't work, so technically I could get him in trouble, but I love him too much.
Imagine that
so,
conversation at HR.
Okay, so what happened? Oh, we lost Gargantius's camera.
Oh no!
Ah.
I don't know why that happened.
No, it's
Alright,
coming
I'm
back.
coming back. It's coming back. All right. So last week, you had captured the Zentarim captain. Bolt had killed Halia, the Zentarim agent, and you pretty much had everything dead to rights. But Alafa tried to pin the captain to the ground with a dagger, and it kind of snapped him out of his anger. He started lashing out at everybody again, so you guys got into another fight. Bolt, in the process of that fight, dropped. He actually went to 0 hit points. He dropped, and taking advantage of the situation, Paulina, who had been quietly suspecting and was able to confirm in that moment that Bolt had, at least for some time, been infested or possessed or in some way affected by a dark spirit, something that was responsible for the death of his parents. And in order to cleanse the world of that, he stepped over to Bolt's downed body and slit his throat. Of course, the spirit escaped right before that happened. So if Paulina had been just a hair of a second slower or a bit quicker on the reaction, Bolt wouldn't have had to die. Pathos.
I'm pretty sure he had to die.
We'll go with that. That's fine. Okay, so the captain was killed in the fight, and
Nice player.
the rest of the party was trying to figure out exactly what was going on. I believe Alafa and Gargantius went to take his body to a local graveyard. Paulina had a conversation with the person who was tending bar at the inn where this battle took place.
Which was
Turns
very
out,
interesting.
He implied quite heavily that he was actually in charge of the Zentarim, at least the ones here, and he offered Paulina a chance to earn some information about the Black Spider, who has been your longtime harasser in this campaign thus far, in exchange for doing a service, because now they are down agents here in this city.
And also what he wants with the Dwarven maps.
Indeed. Exactly. Alafa and Gargantius, well, just to sum up one other bit for Bolt, who's not here, but just so the viewers can know, Bolt attempted to cross over to the other side upon his death and was pulled back by the ghost of Halia, who prevented him from reaching whatever final destination he would have ordinarily been in store for. And
Nice, Wachika. That's amazing.
And Gargantius, they attempted to take his body to a graveyard. They enlisted the help of some priests of Kelemvor to pronounce some death rites. Kelemvor, for those who don't know, is the god of the dead here on this world. And the Death Priests concluded in their rites that Bolt's spirit was not in a place where they could do anything for it, nor was it where it was supposed to be. Bum bum bum. So, now what?
Well, what do you mean his soul is not here?
You're saying this to the Death Priest, I'm assuming, the one who
Yeah.
you've been talking to.
That was my last line anyway.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Wachika, I didn't know
It's
there was 4 per
Not.
thing. Is it 1 per ruin?
It is neither in his body, nor is it at its destination.
So you're saying
Nor
he's
is it
a ghost.
nor is it on any point along the way.
So it's like he never existed?
No, your first assertion was more likely correct. Either his spirit is wandering free, or it has been waylaid.
I'm guessing payday, JP.
His
I see.
soul.
So we have to find his ghost before he can rest, like, finally at peace?
Yes.
I see. Well, this is gonna be tough. His ghost can be anywhere by now.
Well, that is theoretically true. It depends on whether he is simply a ghost or whether he has been purposefully displaced. If someone were to have captured his spirit, it could be anywhere. However, it is most likely that if he simply did not cross over, that his spirit would be somewhere nearby. You cannot venture too far from the body.
In that case, Palna, why don't we check the... I mean, not Palna, Alafa, why don't we go back to the inn and see if it's there, maybe?
It's probably trapped there, since that's where he was relieved of his soul.
My thoughts exactly. Can we leave his body in your care?
Yes, it is what we do.
Really,
best.
Wachika? They don't respawn or anything? They're like the rooks? I was so mad the
Okay,
other day.
let's
I
go.
saw some guy with a huge, crazy base. I didn't even
Random
notice it was
question.
day
Do we
like
have an actual
14.
map we can put up of Neverwinter?
We do
Or do
not.
we just have
And
this
then partway
interview?
through his video,
We do not. And
he's
largely
like,
that is
yeah, well,
because
I
there isn't
set this up
really
in
a
creative
map.
mode, and then I start to play.
Okay.
However,
Oh, and I do extended day because I
can
like
at
day
least,
better.
I'll tell you what.
It's like, that's not how you play.
Let me simplify things for you. What the hell is this? No. Yeah, okay. Well, actually, you're
building.
kind of along.
I
Yeah,
was putting Old Neverwinter in the middle and whatever.
whatever. Whatever. I
Hey,
don't think there's
cookies.
a way to draw a circle in this freaking thing.
Should be under shapes.
Oh, wait. Hold Alt. Hold Alt for circle. Apparently, I get blue.
You can change your
think
color.
This is
I see
New
it.
Neverwinter. I could be mistaken. I haven't looked.
All right,
at
let's
pictures
take a
in
look.
while.
New window or
I think
tab.
that's old
Let's do it.
Neverwinter.
This is gonna mess up my
That looks
overlay,
like
but
old
that's okay.
Neverwinter. Yeah.
I don't know if this will show up properly for anyone. Whatever. Out of character question. The
Yes.
med kits that I have, I know they're supposed to stabilize people that are down. Can they be used to recuperate health for someone who's not down?
No, they don't have that capability.
Okay, thank you.
It's pretty much just bandaging. It doesn't heal or repair anything. If that makes sense.
Cookies, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right. So based on that, I can kind of give you an idea. So it's actually more like this. And you do have a river
Well then.
running through it. And
Oh,
you've
healer's
got
kits, right?
sea over here. Now,
Wait, you sure that wasn't Neverwinter then?
Yeah. Okay.
that's old Neverwinter. Old Neverwinter is pretty much a ruin. Where it is not blasted and collapsed buildings, it is barren. The new Neverwinter has been built around it. In this kind of shape. The hell? Who the hell is doing that?
I am. I'm doing like little city thingies, you know.
Outside
Okay, but
in
that's-
the forest?
Yeah, outside the city?
Oh.
Alright. So you guys are right about
Good effort, Nima.
Nya. Where the red dot's at.
Well, I mean, that image still gives him an idea of what Neverwinter looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, do notice that it is a whole lot bigger. That old Neverwinter is a whole lot bigger than new Neverwinter is. And that's more or less intentional. New Neverwinter is a lot newer. For that matter,
Interesting.
New Neverwinter, while it is this size, more or less, you are currently in one of the areas that is being controlled by Lord Neverember. It
Nice,
is the
Mrs. Magna.
relatively civilized part. Other areas more or less start here. Kind of the river kind of starts bisection. And then...
Now, I have a spell.
So there's
I should
about
look
3
into.
sections. And they're controlled by different groups. Neverember controls the largest.
And we're in the south part? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
The cantrip. Oh, maybe it's a scroll. Uh-oh.
All right. So, we have some people who are saying they're going to find food because everybody should be able to stomach food after something like this happens.
Well, specifically food and drink. I can only assume the drink came first.
Well, okay. That's a good point. It
Also,
smooths many ales.
Hugh, you mentioned
word.
something about me being able to learn some of these scrolls. There's a certain set of actions I would have to do over a certain amount of time.
Yes, you do have the ability to actually commit the scroll to memory as if you were learning the spell. You just would use up the scroll in doing so.
As opposed to just instantly using it and using it up anyways, right? It takes longer.
Well, one time without having to roll anything, if it's a first level spell, without having to expend components, all that stuff, as opposed to using it a lot more, but it might take longer, it might take components, it might have other roles involved, etc., etc.
VNS is...
Verbal and symbolical, something like that.
Verbal and somatic. Somatic is hand motions.
Okay, I've got a detect magic scroll. It's a first level divination ritual. I feel like I could use this a couple times, so it's. Do I have to tell you something? Do I just add to my spell list?
Let's take a look. Because I know there are rules for it. We looked at the rules. We read through the rules. I'll be damned if I'll be able to find them again.
I did have my out of character. I did have my eye on that ritual feat that allowed you to write down scrolls in a book.
Yeah, because you can't ordinarily do that, can you?
Nope. You get a ritual book, and you can copy spells in for multiple uses.
JP, did you
but
see
they
what
can
the guy
only
was
be of
doing
one particular
that I hosted
spell
last
type
night?
or
Did
something
he end
like
up
that.
getting it? Welcome
Well,
back,
you
Cookies.
will get another feat at 8th level.
Yeah, I don't normally stream on Sundays, but our D&D got moved from
let's
Monday to
see.
Sunday until February 17th, so we're going to be doing this up until the 17th. Oh man, hot chocolate. Good idea,
Yes,
Croc.
of course I don't see it. It was in the basic rules. That's where it was, which of course is just a PDF and nothing else. So it's going to take me a moment. While I'm pulling this up for Palna, anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, I don't know. Not really. Probably
Some valuable
just
input.
if you probably if you decided how much XP people get from Obsidian Portal if you checked up on that.
I asked that you email me what you had done, and I
Gotcha,
didn't get any
JP.
emails from anybody.
It didn't? Usually when I update it says email to
okay.
and it does that.
I wasn't specific enough.
What
I
is it,
need you
Wachika?
to
What is it?
email me, not Obsidian Portal to email me.
Oh,
Because Obsidian Portal will email me on any edit that you do unless you tell it not to. So I
Oh.
can't assume that an email I get
Nice,
from
Croc.
Obsidian Portal means it's something you want me to check. I'm sorry, I was not clear on that.
All right,
Got it.
Cookies.
I
I'll be
sent
back
you an email,
live tomorrow,
right after the D&D session.
5 p.m.
Last week.
Eastern
You did
Standard
send me one?
Time.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch. All right.
I stream all the time. I'm here a lot.
Something
We'll
else
get
to add.
that straightened out after then.
All right, so it's not in the basic rules. If anybody in any of the chats, like if Tanari's here, if anybody knows, doesn't look like he is, damn, what those rules are for learning spells from scrolls, I know that they exist. I just have to dig them up.
Just to not complicate things, I mean, we can do this another time. I'll just make do without for now.
Ah, here we go. Yes.
Hey, Battleblade.
Okay, when you find a spell,
Good to see you, buddy.
you can add it to your spell book. You have a spell book, right?
I don't know. I commit these things to memory. That's why it's all checked against wisdom, and that's why it's the wizard's book, I guess.
I know it's wizard spells that you have. Yay! Just when I find it, something else comes up.
Of course.
Of course.
That's
Of
okay.
course, of
We can do
course.
this offline. It's not a big deal.
Oh, I've got it here. Interestingly, I don't see any mention of a spell book. But I don't know how you'd cast wizard spells. I suppose if you just cast them.
From memory.
Yeah.
Like it specifically says for me, I spent hours and hours and hours going over this, and that's why all my checks are against wisdom. They're whatever.
Well, no, it says intelligence is your spell casting ability. I'm looking at Arcane Trickster. That's you.
No, intelligence. My bad.
Yeah, intelligence is your spell casting ability for your wizard spells since you learn your spells through dedicated study and memorization. Yeah, no, you have to have a book, dude. It's not possible to do wizardly magic without it. So
You need a pointy hat and a book?
well, you need a book at least. Okay, here's the rule. For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold pieces. The cost represents material and components you expend as you experiment with the spell to master it, as well as the fine inks you need to record it.
Does this apply to all spells or just scrolls for needing a spell book?
Scrolls. Permanently copying a spell.
Okay. But just for regular wizard spells like what I got with my feet, I wouldn't need a book?
Nope.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You as an arcane trickster, you are quite literally learning how wizards work in order to better steal from them. That's the nature of being an arcane trickster. That's what it's.
Would I have needed a spell book for those original things? The original spells?
Yes. So.
It was attached to the back of your chair.
Alafa, do you have a spell book? Do you use a spell book, Alafa?
Like an actual spell book? Or like the spell book in my character sheet stuff?
Yeah, an actual spell book.
Don't use spell book. All of my spells are taught to me by the old one.
And okay. So we will say okay. Alafa, you are the one who tutored Palna.
Yes.
Right? We will say that, Alafa, you had a book to give him.
Okay.
Sweet, I'll add it to my inventory. From a while ago.
Since I am not a wizard, I fear not of Palna's abilities, of him murdering them.
Indeed.
Cool, I have a spell book.
All right.
I don't know what this is or how it's used, but we're okay.
Now, what else? Anything else? No questions. Then what are you all doing?
Turtle.
So me and Olaf are heading back to the inn in search of Bolt's ghost.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And Paulina and Strythe, you were heading elsewhere, right?
Yeah, we had just left.
Yeah.
Okay. For the sake of just narrative and keeping things going, I'm going to say that you two groups run into each other. But, well, not literally. But you encounter each other on your respective walks.
Hey, isn't that Paulina and Strythe?
Looks like it. Can't be sure. Cast something at him.
I don't know any spells.
Hey, Lone Wolf.
Learn one. We'll teach you. I taught Palna. I can teach you.
Oh, can you teach me that one where there's a hand that pokes people?
No, you would abuse that one.
Oh.
Hey guys,
poking.
listen,
Distance poking.
the guy that the blind guy back in the inn, he has information. He's not divulging any of it unless one of us agrees to help him or we find him a full-time employee. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. He said he'll have a mission for me in a couple days. He wouldn't give me any details on what it is yet.
Do you think he's actually blind?
In the physical sense, perhaps, but I feel that he knows a lot more than he's letting on.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I can't trust that guy.
Hey, Matthew.
He seems like the dangerous
What's going on,
type.
dude?
We had a murderous psychopath that cut people's tits off, and you're worried about a blind bartender?
No, I mean like.
He does
truly.
have a point.
Yeah, he has a point, but we don't really know why Bolt did what she did.
Almost got struck by lightning there. That was close.
Anyway, speaking of Bolt, We just tried to bury his body, but the priest guy told us that his soul is not where it's supposed to be. Apparently, either he's a ghost or something happened to him. So Olafa and I
That's so
are heading to
strange.
try and find it.
That's so strange because just before, or during, I it was going so fast I don't really remember the order in which things happened, but I could have sworn it was almost like a dark presence left Bolt's body. Now, Alafa, I don't know if you have any experience in this area. Could that have been his soul? Could that have been some sort of evil that was corrupting him? Any insight?
It could have been both, separating from the body. May have just been that you felt the darker presence over his actual soul, or his soul was truly corrupt.
Is there a way to bring him back? Like we won't know for sure. Like, how do we even find his soul?
We are in Neverwinter. I am sure there are many secrets here for us to uncover.
Well, we figured we'd check the inn since that's where he was put down.
Way to be sensitive about the issue. It wasn't easy for me.
I understand. I don't blame you for what you did.
I don't know if it can be of use. One of the scrolls that I grabbed from our adventures at the Tomb of Horrors was a gentle repose scroll, which I don't know if it's going to be useful in this situation, Alafa. I think you'd have a better chance of using it than I would.
Except Alafa doesn't have the ability to cast that spell normally. So to do so, he would need to make the same check you do.
Right.
Oh, no, wait. Yes, we talked about this, but his ability, his ability modifiers. Sorry. So, Alafa, you know that it's not a normal spell for you, but given your talents in the arcane, yeah, you probably are better.
Take an attempt to read it and see what we can do with it.
All right.
Okay.
It looks like you think you could. I mean, you're not 100% certain. It's the wording and the structure of the spell is foreign to you, but you think you understand it.
Okay.
To summarize Gargantius' Strike, just so you guys know what we're talking about. It says the spell effectively extends the time limit on raising a target from the dead by up to 10 days. So that might actually buy some time.
Do you have to do that on his body though, or on his spirit?
Yeah,
his body.
On the body.
Oh, well, we left his body with the priest back in Old Neverwinter.
Did they already bury it?
Did they burn it?
No, they didn't. I guess they just left it in the dirt.
So there's an empty hole with a body in it.
Yes.
Are we really going to add grave robbing to our repertoire?
Oh, it depends if they filled in the hole yet or not. I don't know, you guys. If you guys want to do this, you guys better hurry back there.
You are the ones that brought him in. I think they would let you make changes.
I'm sure they just have it on an altar somewhere right now until we return. Or it starts to stink.
To be fair, if Alaf, if you think there's a way that we can bring him back, and guys, if you think that there's a chance that we'll get the the evil is left and it's actually the bolt we knew we started with, that we get that back, then it's worth a shot. Raven, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Does everybody here want to bring him back?
Ha.
If we can bring him back without all the evil, then yeah, I think we should.
Crickets.
Or we should
Were you talking, Nima? Nothing.
He's attempting to. It's not working out well.
Push to talk.
To talk, me and my player.
I'm trying. It's not working.
No, it's working.
Anyway, I'm sure he'd like to come back as a dude.
I don't think we should give him that.
His body is still female. You don't know anything other than that.
Well, here's a question. Was he tortured and impaled before or after he entered the mist in the Tomb of Horrors?
It was before.
Well, you had to enter the mists to get into the Tomb of Horrors.
No, I mean the mist that changed his sex.
Ah. That is a very good question that I don't even know if I remember. Does anybody here in the party recall?
Yeah,
I wasn't
it was.
there that week.
It was before. It was before because what happened? Gargantius changed and then changed back, and then by the time Alafa and Bolt
Gotcha.
came out of the torture paintings, then Bolt went through.
There you
Yeah,
go.
like I noticed him being tortured after.
So then he would have to be a woman.
That is your assumption to make.
So what if it wasn't
Strife,
the
why
tomb
don't
that made
you
him
roll me?
evil?
Well, no, I guess,
Roll me
I guess he
either-
would be a guy.
You mean what if
Roll
he was
me either
actually responsible?
Arcana. Strife, roll me either Arcana or Religion, please. Everybody else can do so if they wish to have any sort of thoughts on this subject.
What am I rolling?
on?
Arcana or Religion, pick one. So, Strife, you have no clue.
Arcana. I have no
Palma, you're not really sure. But Alafa, you are
Tragic.
quite certain that the body. Yeah, you rolled well enough. I'll give you a pretty detailed thing here.
Turtle.
Depending
Turtle.
on what is left, you know how resurrection kind of works,
Ugh.
right? You can
Yeah.
resurrect from a finger, and it works, right?
Yeah. I know all about the necromancy and all that fun stuff.
Right. His body is a female body, so when you resurrect it, it will be a female body that's resurrected.
Yep, that's unfortunate for him. No penis.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Sure, I'll go
Um,
insane again.
but still.
You sure he
So,
won't go insane again?
This is assuming he was ever sane in the first place, or not
This is
evil in
true.
the first place. We did not venture with him much before hell swallowed
If I find out
I
it
knew
was
him.
if I find out it was him
Gargantius did.
directly involved with the death of my parents, I will kill him again.
Well, Gargantius could easily have Stockholm Syndrome as well, as he has traveled with Bolt for many years.
I didn't know him for a lot of my life, just
That
the
plot
back
twist.
end. Like,
didn't know
he
him
taught
that
me
well.
how
I
to
didn't know him that
Story
well.
now, are we?
It's amazing.
like he taught me a lot of stuff, but he didn't seem like a bad dude.
Maybe
Like
Gargantius
opening all
helped
the
kill him.
chests and
Help Bolt kill your parents, Paul. Now.
I don't believe that. That's
Maybe
not the feeling I
Gargantius
get.
was the one that actually did it, and Bolt covered it up.
While I appreciate the
Don't you?
while I
had a
appreciate what you're
badass
trying
token.
to do. I'm not buying it. I'm indifferent. I mean, if we can get him back, and that's another thing, Alafa. If his mental state was deteriorating quickly, is that something that if you find a way to bring him back, or if he is brought back using a necromancy spell, is he going to retain that level of insanity?
It's a 50-50 chance on that. It just really just depends on how corrupt his soul was when you killed him.
Well, worst comes to worst, we can just kill him again, right?
We'll cut
bring
off
him
his
back to
tits
slaughter him
this time.
again.
We could all have a pair of gloves.
We'll never know unless we try.
I'll knit a thong from his beard, wear it around the
Hashtag
battle.
Bolt gloves.
Okay, so if
Hashtag
you guys go back to the inn, how are you planning to figure out if his spirit is still there?
I don't know. Call out to him, Bolt, where are you? I haven't thought that far through. I haven't thought it through yet.
And the fact that the innkeep asked us to leave.
I don't think he asked us to
Oh.
leave.
He said,
Well,
"I think
no.
you should. I think you should go now."
No, that's true.
Oh. So do you think he'll let Alafa and I come back in? He didn't really talk about this plan to me or him. Maybe
We
maybe
denied
he'd be
him.
willing.
Yeah, you guys already walked out. I was the only
We
one
told him
that
no,
took
go
any
fuck himself.
interest.
Oh, I walked out looking for a graveyard. As far as he knows, I didn't decline him or anything, I think. Maybe I can hear him out while looking for Bolt's ghost or whatever.
Okay, well, whatever you guys decide. I tell you what, I'm gonna leave this gentle repose scroll with Alafa. You know, let me know if you think we can bring him back and it makes sense. We might as well at least try it, buy some extra time. Straith and I, at the very least, we're gonna find some food and drink. We need to just rest and figure out what the heck's going on.
Why don't we go with you, find, lodgings together, and then later on we can go to Bolt's body in the morning or something like that.
That works for me.
Alright. Although, I mean, yeah, alright, whatever. I don't know if we should use this thing sooner than later. Bolt
What
already
thing?
smelled bad enough beforehand. I don't want him back with various states of decay.
Oh, well, I mean, if you guys want to go now, we can, but it's looking like it's getting dark.
Are you scared of the dark without Bolt, Gargantius?
No,
Only
I'm
has
just
torches.
saying.
His boots aren't that way.
I'm just saying maybe we shouldn't be in Old Neverwinter at night.
Yeah, it's not that bad. There's worse
All
things out there. At least we're inside the city.
Alright, whatever you guys think is best.
Alright, let's do it up.
What are you guys doing?
We're
going
going to
to go
Bolt's body.
see-
Okay. All right. You'll visit his grave site. It's a relatively short walk, and you arrive to find the priests of Kelmvor clearing up. They seem to be finishing up some work and packing and getting ready to head back.
Okay.
What are you doing?
We're
I
waiting for them
hand
to finish, make them walk back.
I handle off of the gentle repose scroll, and it's out of my inventory.
Just so you can, you do know Olaf Gargantius where he was. He is in the same place. However, he has been lowered into an open grave. They seem to have no plans on covering it anytime soon, but yeah, he is in it.
Okay. He's down here.
The victor gets an emote. That's
Yeah,
kind of
so
funny,
we,
Witchik. I like it.
Make our way over there, and I take the spell from Palma, and I begin casting.
All right. I'm going to actually be a nice DM and allow you to use the 26 that you rolled earlier for this.
I can roll another one, it's okay.
Well, technically, you didn't need to roll anything before.
I was rolling to make sure I could read it.
You didn't have to.
I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's a
I'm
second
letting you
level.
keep.
Necromancy.
Yeah.
I don't need to. I got this.
Oh, you got you. Okay. Rolled it again. You got it. You got it. I mean, it was like a DC 12. You know, you would have had to.
It's super low.
I think you would have had to roll a 4 or less in order to mess it up. So yeah.
Wow.
So yes, you are able to successfully cast the spell. Let us pull up the Tome of Magic. Actually, it's not a Tome of Magic, but it's the closest thing we have.
It's the Bible for D&D.
We used to call it the Tommy. There was an actual book in 2nd and 3rd edition called the Tome of Magic. Gentle repose, gentle repose. All right. Here we are.
Scarfino's not dead.
You
Bolt
touch
is
a
dead.
corpse that
Scarfino's
remains,
at
so you're gonna have to
PAX.
touch it. You have to touch Bolt.
Can I touch him anywhere?
Yeah, anywhere.
This
Alright,
is
I'm
going
just gonna
dark.
cover his face with my
Oh,
hand.
okay.
Like, this is going to be a mature Sunday moment, isn't it?
I didn't know if it
so-
was a
Elevator.
necromancy or a necrophilia thing going on. I wasn't sure.
Well, I mean, he's like a transgender and he's dead. I didn't want to make it too awkward.
All right. So the body,
Uh,
after you finish casting the spell, the body seems to glow a little bit, except I wouldn't call it glowing because it's not light. It is shadow, which is essentially emanating softly from it. And you sense that the spell was successfully completed.
Alright, guys. Spell's done. We have about 10 days before his body starts getting things inside of it.
Starts
Won't be
getting
pretty.
whiffy.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, now that that's done, you guys want to go grab a bite, find a nice inn. Probably not the same inn from that blind dude, but like a different one.
Nothing like touching a corpse and going to get some burgers.
What's a
Mhm.
burger?
Alright,
Those
Blair,
guys.
good night, buddy.
Sal, put on a plate with some bread.
Oh, a sandwich?
Yeah, but it's like a burger.
I'm. Do burgers exist?
I think
I
I get shit
don't
as
even
a
know what that is.
vegetarian.
No, I mean, do they exist in D&D?
Yeah, Saline, I've heard.
I don't see why not.
I've heard.
Okay.
I'm
Sure,
so glad
let's go
I
grab a
don't have
It's
to pick
probably
any of
not
them.
called a burger. It is probably
A sandwich or some sort. A pie?
beef on bun.
Beef. Yeah.
Beef on bun.
Beef on bun. Yeah.
In any case.
Okay, so I exit the building. I'm leading the charge, and I'm looking on either side of the road for, or the whatever this is, dirt walkway. I don't know what we're on. What are we on? Doesn't matter. I'm looking for
Cobbles.
It's
signs
just
for an inn.
desolate.
Well, wait. Are you in? You're okay. Stop. If you're in Old Neverwinter, there is nothing there. So I'm assuming if you're going to get some food, you're in New Neverwinter. And it's not desolate. It's cobbles. It's a normal town.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to somebody and say, "Excuse me, do you know where the best inn in town is?"
They will. Well, give me a D4.
Hi.
Okay, give me another D4. All right. Wow, I'm actually watching the dice instead of the table. Nearest person next to you appears to be a beggar of some kind. He's just kind of shuffling in the dirt while he sits. He's just kind of shuffling around, looking around, kind of mumbling to himself. Show them what I'm shrimp. So are you gonna ask him?
Looks like Strife.
I don't know if you guys are
figured
reading
something
chat.
out.
Well, we're going here.
Okay, that works. Don't engage the hobo. That's fine.
I back away slowly.
He's only an incredibly important character with backstory that I took hours to write.
Then you shouldn't have made him mumble.
Not gonna lie,
Okay.
Strath and Paul and I were just discussing about how Gargantius was about to be knifed by some crazy homeless guy.
This is how it ends.
Oh man, that would be epic. And then his soul cannot be found. Woo. No, okay.
Wait, the homeless
So, yes.
guy, is he sitting at a table by himself? Is there another chair? Multiple chairs? Is there
Oh
only
no,
one
this is
chair?
outside. He's outside.
Oh, he's outside? He's just outside, like,
Yeah.
sitting on the ground?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I thought you guys were walking through the streets looking for an inn. Gargantius said he was going to ask somebody for the best place in town, and that was the nearest person. In fact, the only person. In
Streets are
sight.
empty this time of night.
It being somewhat late, yes, exactly. Okay, but there is an inn nearby. That's fine. Yes, you can
Hey, Kai's
go to that
wait
one
up.
instead. Okay, Alafa?
I'm gonna walk up to the man in the street and ask him where the best place to get a hot meal would be.
Max!
Well,
Nice.
It's a lot of backstory.
Bearded turkey. Millennium hand and shrimp.
So, out of character for a sec, Q spent all those hours with backstory learning sign language. That's it.
He referenced a place called the Bearded Turkey, you think.
Then we should go look for the bearded turkey, or I will go look for the bearded turkey if they want to go to the inn.
Well, this was right behind us anyways. We sort of all heard this, and I look up, and lo and behold, the sign appears to read, I can't quite make it out, there's dirt on the sign, but it looks like it says the bearded turkey.
No,
it doesn't.
No,
Okay.
It doesn't. Nice try.
Ah, my bad. The weirded lurky. Gotcha, okay.
The bearded turkey.
The Barded Jerky? What? Okay, no. It is... Hyun.
Oh, so just down the road.
Well, a fair bit across the good part of town.
Ah, Croc,
it
mini
is
gummy
closer
worms. I'm so
to,
jealous again. Thank you, though. Hey,
Kind of
Michael.
the central areas of government for this area of the city.
Should we trust his word?
are we inside now? Where are we?
Well, we're still in the streets in the cobblestone road.
No,
Should we go
no.
inside?
Before we leave, I'm going to toss this guy a silver piece.
Whoa,
Worth
silver. Big shot.
Millennium hand and shrimp.
As he goes to buy booze.
Nobody
Scuba.
pockets it. Ha! Yeah, I've been playing Skyrim lately. Oh
Bless
my
you.
god, so many mods.
Rest
So
in
many
peace,
mods.
Rest in peace, headphones.
No kidding. Or microphone, at least.
Sorry. Anyway,
Are you gonna survive over there?
Hey, Gargantius, you kind of sound like you're talking underwater now.
He's allergic to homeless people.
No, I'm kidding.
it's
You don't
kind of
actually.
it's kind of dusty out here. Why don't
You
we
made
get
it.
inside?
Just because you drowned your microphone.
Dusty
you're fine.
outside. That doesn't make
I'm
much
sorry.
sense.
I don't know
think
what
you're
to say.
delusional.
Wait, what country are you in again?
I don't know.
I'm in real life.
Nice,
Oh,
Michael.
I'm in
Is this the first
California.
time you've been playing it?
No,
Reign
it
of
is
Giants?
actually another country.
California, the country.
Yeah. All right. So where were you headed? You're headed to the inn?
I guess, yeah.
All right. Okay. It is a short walk. Well, it's going to take you probably about half an hour to walk.
JP, I
But
might get
you
there.
can
Oh,
reach the inn.
question
Are
about
you
that house
guys
thing. I'll
just
type
gonna
it.
grab some food, some drink, and a night's sleep?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stripe needs to rest. He's looking a little peakish.
I need food.
All right.
I need beef.
Chunk of beef and some bread.
I thought you said choke a beef. That's something entirely different.
Sounds like something that happened on
Alright.
Cards of Humanity. Cards Against Humanity earlier.
Hi-oh. Alright, so a meal and a night's stay at this place is going to be 6 silver per person.
Sounds
Sweet.
okay to me.
Get rid of the rest of these silver pieces in my inventory.
Oh, I don't have any silver. I only have gold. Someone spot me?
Better start making change. Wachapa!
Make some
My
change.
Jack
All
Black
right.
impersonation.
Okay. I hand the innkeeper a gold piece, and can I have some change?
What?
Yeah, don't worry.
What's the
That's-
exchange
yes.
rate?
Yeah,
Like
you're-
1 to 23 or something?
1 to 10. Where did you
Oh,
get
10?
that?
Oh, I've been watching a lot of Spice and Wolf.
Jesus.
home
Zeno,
now.
you mean like all the inventory and
You
stuff?
mean currency, the anime? Because that's basically what that show is.
Yeah.
Finance, the anime.
Oh, sorry,
I'm saying
JP. For
it's like
that
Stripe
mod,
and
you have
Colin
to
are
use the
talking to
house.
each other, but we can't hear them because they're both looking directly at each other on my screen.
That's great.
Awesome.
All right. So you are able to get a night's rest and
There's my
reset
gold
yourselves
pieces.
all back
Silver's
up to
all
full
down.
on everything.
My spell slots get recovered as well, right?
God, I hate when that happens.
Yes, they do.
Hit tab.
What were you rolling a saving throw for?
Okay, when you hit enter on the core stats page, it automatically does a strength saving throw because it's the first button.
He was
No, it
trying to
doesn't.
open the door and it
I didn't
failed,
know
so
that.
what happens?
It doesn't do that unless you have it highlighted.
He pulls a Midvale School for the Gifted. That's what happens.
Nice.
And if you get that joke, then I applaud you for being an
Oh,
awesome
well.
person. All right. Morning breaks.
Gotcha, Zeno.
What are you guys doing? You wake up feeling rested, but not at ease.
How do I do like the emotes inside the chat? Like to make
Inside.
it look like I was doing something.
Oh, /me. Gargantius bad grammar.
Well, okay, so JP, what I'm looking for is essentially that closet thing that you showed me,
No, I
but
I
in
say yawn.
my big giant house
out loud,
in Whiterun.
like, yawn. No, I don't know.
So you are sardonically sarcastic to the room, to the empty room. You succeed. It has no effect.
Damn it.
I guess I'll...
That's the hole in the roof.
Hole
No,
in
through the window,
roof.
through the open window. I'm assuming he's only going to cast it at the sun because the sun is actually shining on him. So
It's like too bright.
curse your searing orb. In fact, you only make it brighter.
Damn it. Fuck my life.
All right, what's going on, people?
Okay, let me move this back off the screen. Okay,
Out
so
of this play.
Yeah.
sorry, what was that, Alafa?
Alafa, good morning.
Shut your
What was
face
that,
hole.
Palna? What was that, Palna?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna get out of bed. The room that we're in, I assume there's a window.
Yes, your bedroom, yes.
Okay, and we're on second floor, first floor.
Second floor.
If you go on the balcony and sing, I will slit your throat.
Is there a balcony?
Well, I don't know
You
if
might
you'll
be
hear him
make
even
him
if he
laugh.
On the
does.
balcony to sing, I'll hear him.
So is there a
Palmer.
balcony?
Yeah, your mic's freezing up. Or
Your cam's freezing up, too.
It seems fine from my end.
for now.
Yeah, trust us. Say it again.
Oh, I was just asking if there's a balcony.
There is. Give me a D4.
The
That's
dice
on
will
the balcony
reconstruct the
falls
building.
Yes, you have one of the rooms that has a balcony.
Sweet, upgraded, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna actually make my way onto the balcony, and I want to look down onto the street below and kind of just take in, get a glimpse of my surroundings. I'm also going to pull out the eyeglass.
Whoa! Oh, okay.
The,
I was gonna say,
whatever.
you're standing on the balcony.
The
It's like
spying
Life
glass.
of Brian here. He's whipping it out.
It's getting some fresh air. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the spyglass that I have as well and look around. Just trying to get a feel for what we're seeing, what's around us.
All right. Give me a D4.
D4.
Interesting. What are you looking for? Are you just checking out what you can see?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to get a feel for. I'm not looking for anything in particular, but you know, I kind of want to just get a glimpse of what's going on. I assume it's early morning. I assume there's probably people wandering about. I'm just looking at just general observation at this point.
Okay.
Some frames dropped. I have 0 drop frames, like 0.00%.
I will say that you can see
Hey, Chan Man.
smoke rising from a certain point in the city, kind of in the general direction. You can see you're actually facing the old Neverwinter portion. You can see that, but off to your right side, you can see that there is some smoke coming from one of the buildings in the distance. Looks rather black. There's also, you can see a fairly good-sized crowd that looks like it is forming not too, maybe somewhere near the graveyard that you guys were at last night.
Ooh, they're burning Bolt's body.
Or the bodies that we killed. The Xantarum.
Guys, not too much of interest, but it seems rather odd. There's a large gathering back where we had left Bolt. Could be nothing. Could just be a regular funeral procession of sorts. I don't
So
know.
are we all on? Are we all on Palma's balcony, or are we downstairs in the inn?
I just crawled out of bed. I assume you guys were still in bed.
Oh, well, Lafa and I are downstairs.
Yeah.
Great.
If
So
I
I've
knew
been
you were
talking to
coming my room,
myself.
I wouldn't have got dressed.
Chan, yeah, it's been a while, dude.
I'm gonna wake up, get dressed, and head down for some food and drink, not alcohol.
I'm gonna stay for a little bit now that Olaf is gone.
Strife, did you drink last night?
Yes.
Roll me a con saving throw, please.
Oh, you're fucked.
He's
Daddy's
go-
gonna get you.
He's gonna fall down the stairs. Oh man, he's gonna fall down the stairs.
Okay, you're fine.
I probably wasn't the
Dang
only one
it.
that's drunk. Come on, guys, be honest.
There's a kitchen where we're at, right?
Paula and Gargantius. Well, who did drink? Who did the drinking?
I did not.
I drank.
Are you sure you didn't, Gargantius?
My
With the death of
character doesn't drink.
Neither does
Okay.
mine, but after what happened.
Gargantius,
Paula,
you
why
hung
don't
out
you-
with Boat all those years and you never drank.
That's just, I don't
Call
know.
bullshit.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
be
god,
with the lava
Gargantius
here.
did
No,
kill my
he-
parents.
He has that choice. He has that choice. So, Paula, why don't you give me that con saving throw, please? What the hell?
Them 12,
Okay.
so.
Them 12s.
Winner. Did you have a drink last night, Alafa? As I lean over the table.
Hey, you hush your mouth.
Yeah, my con is pretty good.
I
+1 modifier.
did. Just because I was bored.
Alright, no, you're fine.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do next?
So I've finished singing. I've made my way downstairs. Gentlemen, I don't know if it's
Thank God.
point of
Paula
concern.
just like,
Paula the skipper.
Paula, I didn't know you were a mage. You're blinking around on your camera.
What?
We're sitting way back, and then all
Blink,
of a sudden
blink,
your face
blink.
was like right in the camera.
Great. I don't understand what's happening. All right. So, anyways, gentlemen, I don't know if it's a point of concern. There appears to be a gathering by the place of burial that we left Bolt at. I don't know if it's related to the the bodies that we left at the inn the night before. I don't know if it's something else going on. If you guys want to check it out.
Out of character question. Q, is the temple I worship at, is that in the same direction as this burning building? Or burning area?
Give me a d4.
If you roll high enough, he'll move the building.
Well, we never declared where it was exactly, so it's luck. And yeah, it's not too far off the path.
Okay. I would like to go to the temple at some point today and ask about the quest or journey that the sister from the town we just left from was on.
All right. All right. So what were you guys doing then? You're heading towards the building.
And
Over
sorry,
me?
the where is? I'm trying to think back to what I saw from the balcony. There's smoke, burning smoke off in the distance. That's not the same location as where this temple is, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm asking Gargantius, Olaf, and Strife if they want to go investigate why this crowd is gathering, what's going on there, or
Sure,
leave it.
maybe they're staring at Bolt's ghost or something. Who knows?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Alright.
On the road.
If you guys want me to kind of go ahead a little bit, I can kind of stick to the shadows and see if there's any trouble I can kind of wave you guys out.
It might look kind of conspicuous with all the guards.
I feel like we killed all the bad guys in the city, but maybe not. I don't know. Go ahead.
Looks at Gargantius and just laughs at myself.
Troll, it was an out of character
Okay,
question.
which one were you going to, guys? I'm sorry.
That he said it was
Crowd
out
or
of
the
character
building,
question.
or the smoke?
The smoke. Where's the
Okay,
crowd?
Well, at this point, I haven't told anyone about the smoke. I just told them about the temple. But Stryth was or Zophie was asking out of character. So
Not the wait. You didn't tell them about the temple.
Thanks,
Stryth asked about
Shaman.
the temple.
So well, okay. Where is Bolt buried, or not yet buried? What is this thing called?
The red dot. The red.
It says
That's a
Bolt's
graveyard.
body.
Okay, so I've
That's a
told them.
graveyard. It's not.
That's what I meant. Where the crowd is gathering.
Okay. Yes. All right. You head off towards that direction. Okay. So, as you get closer, you can see that it actually is pretty. It is the graveyard that Bolt is in. This kind of. It's not. I mean, I don't know if you recall it. It's not even truly, really a graveyard. It's more of just a place where bodies are buried in an area that is basically was destroyed in Old Neverwinter, but is directly adjacent to where New Neverwinter is being built.
Oh.
So it's kind of an annexed section almost of Old Neverwinter, brought into New Neverwinter just for this purpose, or made part of New Neverwinter just for this purpose. So it is still like just dirt and wreckage, but it's being used
Troll.
as a graveyard.
Good catch.
So,
I didn't know
it
where
does
he was
actually
going with
have
that.
a series of fencing and gates set up around it. Doesn't look like it's terribly strong, but probably enough to hold off anything that wasn't trying super hard. And those gates are open. There is a crowd that seems to be standing in those gates and around those gates, and you're having a hard time seeing exactly what it is that they're for, what that they're there for. But there is a man kind of standing near the front, facing the crowd. You think he might be it?
Sorry, you think he might be what?
What the crowd is there for?
Right. Okay.
So, what are you guys gonna do? You gonna go up and find out what all the fuss is about?
He like speaking to the crowd in a loud voice, like a herald or something. A naysayer.
He is speaking kind of loudly, yes.
Are we able to?
He seems to be dressed.
Listen in.
Okay, he is dressed in black. He seems as though he might be wearing a similar sort of vestments to what you saw last night
Nice
on the
chat.
Priest of Kelemvor. And he is, he does, in fact, once you actually get closer, and you can see there is a holy symbol of Kelemvor around his neck as well. All right. So, let's see. He begins to speak.
Troll, yeah, he's in and out.
He does this to the crowd. Everybody cheers.
Bro fist.
And some music actually starts playing. You, all of you. There is no death. There is only escape. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing you have to worry about. There is only this. Right now. And the crowd goes crazy again.
And with that, all the characters bridged over to the oh dear God, Star Wars roleplay that Q was talking about.
I don't your awesomeness. I can't. I don't. Thank you. Thank you. What can we do for you today? Who is here to get some help? Who is here to be free?
This guy, he sounds like one of these
person will step up.
TV evangelists, like the scam
What do
artist
you need?
people.
You don't even hear what this person says. But he puts a hand on this.
Called
we'll
it.
say it's an older
I
woman.
called it.
Says, I understand. Puts her hand on her head and pulls it off suddenly. She just ragdolls. And the crowd goes crazy. Now, can I get perception checks from all of you, please?
It appears she had this strange ailment that she was able to walk, but she has been cured of this by the crazy TV evangelist. Perception, alright. Yeah! My first ever good perception check.
Strife?
Strife, you were just like... you can't see anything else. You're just completely absorbed. The rest of you... actually, I'm going to say Olaf and Paul, and Gargantia's not quite, sorry.
It says I passed.
First
we'll
time
see.
I've ever seen anything.
Nothing says you pass. What are you talking about? You see some of the other priests of Kelmvor off to one side. They're kind of on the edge of the crowd. They're trying to stay out of the way. They don't look happy. Amongst them is the gentleman who assisted you, who you got his assistance from the night previous.
There we go. The turf centered.
I walk over.
Sorry,
to
he's
the,
among
priest
who?
that we talked to the previous night and asked him why this ceremony was being performed out in the open with volunteers.
The
Chan Man, it's relatively
person-
new.
the priest will look over at you. Oh, it is you. And this
Nice, Michael.
this
Congrats.
is the will of Kelmvor. It is the way things are happening. Yet
Yeah.
he seems like he's just swallowed a cup
Huge
of spoiled milk as he says it. Well, I was going to be a bit more discreet
Can I-
about it, but sure.
I'm gonna call
Someone
him
shit in
on
his mouth.
I'm gonna call him on that load of crap
We could roll
that he
insight.
just tried to feed me.
You can roll insight. See if you can get a bit more
He
insight
is
as to
Michael,
what's going on here.
yes, of course.
Horrible insight check.
I mean, it's obvious that he's not happy and that he doesn't think that this
Nice,
is
chef.
right. It doesn't think that this is the will of Kelmvor, and yet he doesn't seem to be able to dispute it.
Q is amazing. Q does a great job.
All right, I want to switch up a question. I want to ask him who the other priest is in the hierarchy of their order.
How high ranked he is?
Yeah, in comparison to the one that I dealt with last night. Or the one that me and Gargantius dealt with last night.
You can role play this, right? You don't have to speak in third person. Giving you the option. Or not.
I'll role play
Okay.
a little bit. I just want
Hey, Schultz.
Okay. He kind of avoids it, so I need you to roll another insight.
Whoa, what
see if you
cult?
can
The
get
cult of Windows? Like,
more out of his
what?
answer.
Can I roll a bitch slap?
No, you can't. I mean, you can roll intimidation. That's pretty good insight, though. That insight, though. Okay. He kind of evades the question, but the manner in which he speaks to you about it seems to suggest that his rank is not actually very high at all. But he does not say that. You're just inferring that from...
Cat goes fishing. I've never even heard
How
of
he
it
says
before,
it.
so no.
I mean no disrespect, priest. But why are you all allowing him to do this? Knowing that this is not the will.
Okay, now I need a diplomacy check. Or persuasion, whichever this is in this system.
I don't know what he's measuring.
While Gargantius is trying to discern distances.
Neverwinter is only 5 feet long.
Cupcake's still
Jesus.
here.
Interesting. I'm
Chanman.
surprised that no one picked up on the reference I was actually making. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Sorry, what was it you were trying to get from him?
Why they were allowing
Why they're going along with it? That's right. That's
when
right.
they
That's
know
right.
it's bullshit.
Because there has been no confirmation that he should not be.
Do you not feel it's wrong what he's doing? Bringing these people to their death and calling it freedom?
What I feel is not necessarily important if Kalimvor does not wish it to cease.
Look over to Paul.
And yes, you understand the same thing, that this is not par.
I don't know if it's public knowledge for the group, which is why I whispered it.
Yeah.
Which it'll probably become public knowledge at some point.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on.
What's up, rest of you guys?
I'm just, I have no idea what's going on. I'm waiting. I'm watching Alafa interact with this priest. I didn't follow him over. I'm just kind of seeing their facial expressions as they go, and it's somewhat concerning.
So yeah, the facial expressions as they go are ones of peace. That is definitely the case. He's only going to
congrats, Schuld. Had no idea.
Assist
That's nice.
5 people today. But he
I think that was Battleblade Shep. Or
every single one
no,
of them
that would have been
looks to be
Campsta,
in
Sir
peace
Campsta,
as
a
he
couple
does
days
so.
ago. I'm not sure what I want to do with this one, to be honest.
What's going on?
I'm gonna
Oh.
walk over to Palna and see what he thinks about this situation, as he is the more level-headed person in the group for sometimes, except for the other night when he killed one of our.
When he kills teammates.
Can we just say I pulled a bolt?
Pull the bolt.
Pull the bolt. To coin a phrase. Actually,
More
wouldn't
like kill the bolt.
wouldn't
He cut a bolt.
carving off somebody's body part now be considered pulling a bolt?
Yes.
Cupcake, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Well, perhaps I carved the lower half of his body from the upper portion of his head. Anyways,
Indeed.
Alafa, what's going on? What is going on here? What are they doing?
This act of freeing people is just another way of saying murder. This is not something that the priest with Kellenbor would even do normally.
Is this for soul collection? Is this about population control? What is this?
I don't know what this is for, but this is not something the Order has done that I have ever seen. This is not something that Kellenbor would want done, as pointless.
Nice, Battleblade. Two-player co-op?
I don't think this should be allowed to continue. I don't know how many more volunteers he plans on freeing today, but this definitely needs to stop.
Do you have any insight as to how he's killing them? Is it a magic mechanical device? What, a poison?
Could easily be magical. It's not that hard to touch somebody and kill them.
And
your average commoner? No, not tough to kill. Your average commoner goes down to a single blade stroke or a single spell.
so there's okay, and for sure that lady's dead. She's not like just asleep for show.
Would you go over there and touch the body?
The body is right at his feet still.
Well, they're
So you would-
volunteering.
They are volunteering.
But volunteering to somebody who's giving them false hope of something. And
What do you mean they don't know I killed Bolt?
blatantly
Everyone was in
lying
the room.
is one thing versus actual death on the battlefield.
I did it right in front of everyone. I told them to stop healing him.
Either way, it's still murder.
Seems like you guys are in agreement. So what's going on?
Wait, hold on. I'm pulling everyone to the side here. Maybe this priest knows a little something about souls. Maybe we can ask him if he can help us find Bolt's ghost.
Which priest? The one that's killing people?
Yeah, that one. He's higher ranking.
Yeah, he's not going to be alive for much longer.
You, Alafa, roll me an Arcana or Religion, please. Whichever one you want.
It's like a shit Arcana roll.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
need to
it
be
is.
close to him,
Would you roll a 2?
and I don't know if we
I
have
don't
any
know.
volunteers.
Yes, you rolled a
I
2.
rolled a 2.
It was almost a 1.
So, Alafa, I'm gonna say, well, I mean, a 2 for you is still a 9. Jesus.
No,
I'm
troll.
gonna
They were.
say
It was
that,
right in front of
um,
everyone.
What Gargantius suggested actually might have some merit. You don't know, though, for certain, one way or the other.
We'll let Gargantius play it his way at first, but he needs to act before any more people are freed.
So you're saying he needs to take captives and try to interrogate before the other person gets murdered unceremoniously?
Tell you
He
what.
can always pretend to volunteer.
There you go. I'm all for that. I was going to suggest
volunteer.
that. Gargantius, listen. You think he has some info. Why don't you volunteer? And at the very least, you'll get close enough to whisper to him. If he's in this for some other reason, if he has an interest in or experience with souls, perhaps the information can be bought or extracted by some other means. But at the very least, you're close enough to him, and if need be, you can take him out.
I think you guys are missing out on the part where I might die.
If he raises his hand,
That's okay,
Gargantius, I'll
Olaf
make sure he
can
just
bring you
laughs
back.
to death.
Yeah, I'll stand at the ready with my bow. I can get a higher vantage point.
What have you ever hit with your bow before, Palna, besides the bridge and almost burnt it?
I'm just trying to make him feel better. Do you mind?
In any case,
Why
I'd
you
rather
not to
wait for
help?
the ceremony to end.
So
If you
want
guys
more
wanna
innocent
stop him
people to
before-
die?
If you want to stop him, then stop him in another way. I don't know. Threaten
Alright,
him.
Palna. Let's see how good your bow is. Hit him in the throat.
He's just finished number 4.
While we've been talking, he's just been murdering people, Gargantius. Go be number 5.
Hey, why not? I am
Hold on.
chaotic and reckless, so I don't think about my decisions.
Before anybody acts, hold on.
Oh wow! Amazing, Shep. How?
I get some drink real quick.
I
Wait,
inspired you
hold on.
for
I'm
my
thinking
gameplay,
of
right?
something.
That's cool.
What would happen if he touched
Michael, what's up, dude?
a magic hand instead of like you?
I don't know. Why don't you find
You got a
out?
magic hand, don't you?
No, see, but what I'm saying is you can have a magic hand, like over the region where he's about to touch, and you can try and save the next person who volunteers.
I don't think any of us have a magic hand.
Palna does.
Palna, you have a magic
Palna
hand?
does.
Why didn't we share hotel rooms?
Well, I don't think I've ever referred to it as a magic hand, but
Is
word gets around fast.
Magic touch.
I forgot what it's called. Invisible hand? Whatever. Mage hand. There we go.
Yeah,
well,
mage
if you
hand.
put the mage hand over the portion, like say I'm the commoner and then he's about to touch the guy, you know, so it won't touch the commoner, it'll touch the mage hand. I think it's worth
The
shot.
hand-
Do we have any others?
The hand
Any
can
others
attack, activate magic
who
items,
wish
or carry.
To
Well,
be
it
free,
would just
who do not.
cover, you know, like just put it over.
Gargantius,
That's
you have,
not-
you
Who do
have
not
5
wish to
seconds. You're either
succumb.
volunteering or I'm dealing with this.
To the plague.
Go ahead.
Who do not wish to become the undead.
I start to think of my imp, and she appears before us.
All right, Gargantius, please roll a strength saving throw.
Oh!
Nope, sorry, Lafa, didn't take. You feel something try to force your arm into the air, Gargantius, but you're able to resist to push back
Night,
down.
Cupcake.
You hear
Huh? Hey,
You
you,
hear it.
again.
shit. Damn, son, you been working out.
How's it? It's been a while. How are you doing?
How do you
Last
got
time I
to
saw
wrap
you-
your arms around me?
Last time I saw you, we went down in a fiery hell.
I know, it was great.
That
I
was
enjoyed
valiant effort, though.
Oh,
Olaf,
it's
you should have
good to
whispered
see
me.
you
I would have
alive.
tried. So I ready my short bow, arrow,
Nobody. You.
fully drawn,
Ah, yes.
and I
Come on.
say, "This ends now."
All right. So, geez, that's not really surprise anymore. So no sneak attack for you, but
No.
I will let you act outside of an initiative, so make it so.
Let that arrow fly.
Well, at this point, I haven't launched the arrow.
Oh, well, I assumed you were
it's a
about to.
threat. Okay.
Roll intimidation then. I got this. What is the Spaceballs? Jesus, fuck you.
That's a hell of an intimidation roll.
That is.
Okay, so apparently I need to explain it. I saw for the very first time the other day, or Witch, on Twitch.
Ooh.
Who?
And he is awesome. He is awesome. But he is one of the craziest characters I've ever seen on Twitch. Have you guys seen Warwitch?
Subscribed to him, but not subscribed. Yeah. I follow him, but I never really went.
Yeah, he does. I don't know if you've seen him lately. Like when he plays Skyrim, he does the whole like hood, like Dark Brotherhood. He's like dark gloves, and it's awesome. He has a fog machine that he blows in his face whenever somebody donates money. It is one of the most glorious. I've never seen anything like it. I think it might be my overall best Twitch experience. Just fantastic. Anyway, okay. So I'm yes, this guy's based off of Warwitch. Anyway, when you do that, he stops and he looks at you, and as I recall, come on. His hands were like this, and he looks over at you. What are you trying to do?
These senseless killings end now.
I'm only giving these people what they asked for.
I don't think so. We would like to have a word with you if you don't mind.
The crowd is not taking kindly to this. Rabble, 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 rabble. They're starting to look unhappy. They're all looking at you guys. And they don't have pitchforks, but you get the impression that they wish they did. However, they aren't actually making any moves on you, as of yet. And he says, I don't think I'm going to do that. Because I think these good people would probably
Lilo, good to see ya.
He's called your bluff. All right. So, I wasn't actually planning any sort of combat with this guy.
This always happens.
In D&D, you have no idea how often this happens, where the NPC who is not designed for combat at all gets attacked by the party. Okay, Alafa, you are going to do that after Palna's attack.
No, before. Because I whispered it before it happened.
All right.
Yes. I might save this for us.
Where did my arrow actually land, or did I see it whiz past him?
I don't know yet.
I see. Can we say it whiz past him?
What are you doing?
Whiz past him.
And
well, it might hit, but the question is whether or not you actually fire it, depending on what Alafa is doing. Alafa, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion in the form of Kelemvor.
All right.
Scare the shit out of all these people. And
please give me a religion check.
A religion check?
Yes.
It's going to be so low.
Hey, Fox.
You have to know what Kelemvor looks like, or at least his avatar.
By the way,
his commonly used avatars. Okay.
I've studied under this.
And where are you having this appear?
Behind Palna.
Oh,
That way
okay.
it's free from the crowd trying to touch him, so it doesn't disperse the image. And for
Okay.
anybody to interrupt the casting.
All right. Okay. And is it doing anything, or is it just standing there?
It's going to speak and say that this atrocity that is going on has not been condoned by him, nor is it his will for this to happen.
And out of character, this is Lord of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yes, the god of the dead. So can minor illusions speak? Didn't think they
Can
could.
make sounds.
I thought you had to have a magic mouth for that. If you... Oh. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. If you create a sound its volume can range, it can be your
In case
voice,
I need to become
someone
this guy
else's
later.
voice, lion's roar. Ah. See, you can only... Yes, you create a sound or an image of an object within range. You can only do
Then I'll
one
just
or
do
the
sound.
other.
I'll just do sound. But
Okay.
the sound will still be cast from behind Palna. That
Dang
way,
it.
if anybody walks through the area of casting, it doesn't interrupt it.
Okay. Alright. So, Palna, you suddenly hear a loud voice behind you as you fire. Normally, Palna, I would say that the surprise would give you disadvantage. However, disadvantage for you just means that you use the roll you already would have rolled anyway. So it is a 12, which is enough to hit. So I need you to roll damage, please.
What if I was aiming past him to scare him?
Oh, then you can successfully do that.
Say that then.
Okay.
You can make it as part of his intimidation.
Yeah, well, he called my bluff, right? So, let's say that happens, and I will say, "Do not tempt me." Let's stop this nonsense here.
Now, right now is when I'm wishing I had Morphbox installed, so I could be like, like the
How's that
god
go
of the
again?
Peanuts It's the god of the Peanuts teachers. That's what it is. So, the voice makes that declaration. Palma's like, fires it off, and it goes whizzing past his ear. And he's like, the crowd, they, would probably have rushed you right about now. However, Olafa, I tell you what, please roll me a intimidation check.
Oh dear, I may have to use a scroll.
And I'll give
and
you
kill
advantage.
This is not the will of Kellenborg.
Okay. They will hesitate. They're not going to charge. They seem to be stopped, kind of afraid, maybe looking around, asking each other questions. The priests, the collective priests, the ones who didn't seem terribly happy, they're kind of got their not their eyebrows raised like in surprise, but like a single, like people's eyebrow raised and like, what is going on here?
They're amused.
And they're not really amused, but they are surprised and skeptical. And the well, let's roll for him.
Roll shitty. The universe is against you.
Yeah, Shep, I don't know what that means.
Incoming 20 roll.
Fucking shit.
Kalimvor. Is anybody saying anything? Is your illusion doing anything? Saying anything?
Illusion's waiting
Stop
for
this
a response.
nonsense.
He
Well, Gargantia-
speaks. He doesn't say anything else right now, since all of that was said was his name.
So just silence?
Silence right now.
He looks over at the other priests. They just are like,
I need an actual bow and arrow.
I think perhaps we are done for the day. Right. And he starts packing up and hurriedly makes his way over to the other priests. And he's constantly looking over his shoulder back at you guys as he does so. Especially you, Palna. Seems quite wary of you in particular. But he gets the other priests and proceeds to try and get them all to leave with him right now. The crowd seems to be confused and is starting to disperse.
Well, Gargantius, I think this is your opportunity to talk to this guy and figure out what you want to ask him
Sure.
before Hlaf ends his life.
So, I walk up to the, I guess the,
Tokigar,
let's call
good to
him
see
the
ya.
werewitch priest.
You're gonna have to jog up to him because he's trying to get out of there.
Alright, I don't know his name, so sir, or is it do they call priest's father?
Douchebag.
Not necessarily, no.
Another douchebag.
Alright.
Father douchebag.
Father douchebag.
Father douchebag. That sounds like a BBC series. I don't know.
That'd make a good series.
Yeah.
Why are you
They have one of those in
confused?
the
Anyway.
US.
I'm let's just end it
If
here, I
House
guess.
was a preacher.
So we'll start with me talking with the guy next time. Unless you guys want to keep going.
If you need to go,
No,
I mean-
I figured it was a good.
This is an hour earlier than we usually end it.
It is.
actually,
Yeah.
we usually end about half hour from now.
Oh, okay. We'll keep going then.
Our goal is to end sometime between now and an hour from now, and so it kind of averages out. So yeah, no, go ahead.
So, sir, a friend of mine died yesterday, and the priest that you were just speaking
That's
with.
nice, but I really need to get out of here. Wait. Weren't you with that guy? I think you
That
need to get
guy?
out of my sight right
no,
now.
no. Hear me out. I think you can help me. So
I don't
my
have
friend.
to help you. I don't have to do anything.
Well, hear me out. Maybe it's something worth listening to.
You get your friend to back off and stop harassing me and my people, and I'll help you next time. But for
Yeah.
now, I'm out.
How about this? Hear me out, and he'll just back off. If you want to meet up at a different day, just let us know where you're going to be so we can
Get
talk
him to
later.
back off right now. Do you see him? Do you see him?
He's not gonna kill you. Relax.
You're
He's
just gonna
Walk
let
up
him walk
behind
away like this?
Gargantius. I walk up behind Gargantius and tell him to sit the fuck down right now if he values his life at all.
Paul, what were you saying?
I was just saying, you're just gonna let him walk away?
All right. So, Alafa, he's like, and then his butt plants on the ground.
Good boy.
The other priests look like they are trying to stifle chuckles. They're trying to
No.
be holy men, so
Now, if you don't mind answering Gargantius' questions without trying to run away, that would be nice.
Oh, you meant him sit down. Oh, you know
Well,
what?
why-
I'm just
why would I
gonna
sit-
sit on the floor. I'm just gonna stay on the floor anyway.
you both. No, I'm gonna say you both sat down.
It was that
Since-
intimidating.
Since you thought, I mean, you rolled a 22, and you thought he was talking to you, so yes, you both went thunk in sync,
Toki, I don't know what that
which is just hilarious.
what you mean.
Anyway, so
But all right.
as I was saying, my friend died yesterday, and the priests that were performing last rites told us that his soul isn't where it should be, and I was hoping that you would know a means to find his soul.
What makes you think I can help with that?
Because you seem like you know a lot about death and souls and things of that nature.
No, I forgot that.
Now, we also have a little bit of extra time because a friend of ours casted.
No,
what is it called?
we don't have extra time. We need this information immediately.
Oh, okay.
No, letting him walk away again. No
The
freebies
screen
for
hasn't
him.
changed. The story has though, Sploosh.
And what if I can help? What's in it for me? What's
Your
in
life,
it for
For
Callum?
starters,
For one, my friend here isn't gonna kill you. We can work out other things if it works out.
I'm pretty sure Kellenvor only honors the ones who have died of noble death, not those that are going around persecuting those that are weaker.
Those who
taking advantage.
sacrifice themselves so they do not become part of the zombie infestation. That
To
is a
somebody
noble
who is
cause.
misleading them. Priests of Kellenvor easily can destroy the undead.
Callum Vor is with me.
Kellenvor
This
was
is-
obviously not with you when you were sacrificing people.
And how would you know that? Are you a priest of Callum Vor? Do you
I'm pretty
know?
sure everybody heard
Have
his
you
voice back
spoken to
there.
him?
Since you ran away so quickly after hearing his voice.
I ran away when an arrow went whizzing past my ear.
No, you were standing there until his voice.
Actually, it happened at the same time, but OOC.
He's scared, it's okay.
Now, if
Can
you're
I-
looking for compensation, is it okay if we work that out later?
I have
Here,
I have
we're
an
in a
idea.
rush.
I have
Palma-
an idea. Stryth and I were discussing this. We
Paulna, I have something for you, Paulna.